Let's talk about the biggest lies that capitalism sold to us. And that's the idea that growth is infinite, that a business should always be expanding, making more money, and pushing for bigger numbers. But is that actually sustainable? Or is it just another trap? In astrology, Jupiter is the planet of growth, wealth, and expansion, which sounds great, right? Who doesn't want to grow and who doesn't want to expand? In fact, Jupiter is the planet, to some degree, I would say, of joy. All the planets give us joy, but when you feel joy, it's actually very expansive versus when you feel depressed, you feel very contracting. So joy is expansive, depression or sadness is contracting. So I want you to keep that in mind. But can we always be joyful, right? So when Jupiter goes unchecked, it becomes excess. Just like when you become too joyful, you become manic. When it becomes excessive, it becomes hoarding. So one of the things about that I liked reading, and I'll try to find the book, and they were talking about gold, because gold is representative of the sun. But I don't want to go into that too much, but gold is representative of the sun and how as a society we hoard gold, and how that is kind of like a symbolism of, how we, I don't want to say lack, I don't know the exact term I want to use, but how kind of we, is, imagine hoarding the most, how do you say, the most precious part of yourself. So that's really what it is. But in this case, we're talking about money, where I'm not going to go into the sun and blah blah blah. All right, so hoarding, overinflation, and greed, that is what happens when Jupiter is in excess. Just more, and at what cost or what price, that we could always have more. In a nutshell, that's kind of capitalism. It's built in Jupiter's shadow, and and that's where nothing ever enough. In relation to business, then you see companies make millions but still need to cut wages to increase profits. And we see this where companies would rather burn food than lower their prices. Let's switch to Mercury. Mercury is about movement, adaptability, and exchange. Mercury business model is not about endless hoarding. It's about circulation. So that means money moving, ideas spreading, and values being exchanged fairly. In a Mercurial system, you don't need infinite growth. You just need sustainable flow. You make what you need, you provide a service, you keep the economy going without extraction and exploitation. And of course, we have Pluto in Aquarius going. So maybe this is the time for us to break away from the Jupiterian system. And we see that when people are, rejecting the infinite growth models, turning to decentralized commerce, which I don't know, because with this AI cryptocurrency thing, I don't know about the decentralized commerce, but we're looking for fair pricing and, of course, implementing maybe a bartering system. I'm hoping that the future is not expansion at any cost. It should be about fair trade, flexibility, and balance. So over here at Vibrations by Tosh, I'm choosing, of course, the Mercurial system over the Jupiterian business system or business model. My business isn't about squeezing the last dollar out of you. It's about providing real value, fair trade, and honest exchange. I want to know from you if you think that a business should always be growing, or should they focus on sustainability instead? So drop a comment and let's discuss. Let's talk about it. Do you prefer a Jupiterian model or Mercurial model when it comes to business? And of course, stay tuned. I'm going to try to continue the series, Commerce versus Capitalism. Make sure you like and follow. Ciao.